A notorious video of a Twitter employee who showed her working day before Elon bought the platform was one of the most popular videos of last year. And many thought that this video shows that Twitter was more like a school for children who wanted to have fun with various games, but not to work. Of course, no one was surprised when Musk on his first day as Twitter CEO instantly fired thousands of employees. And as a result, Elon is being accused of discrimination and disability bias by employees who got fired by Musk. The lawsuit is very serious, and ex-employees accuse Elon Musk of doing some horrifying things. In addition, these employees created a list of conditions for Musk, and if Elon accepts these conditions, employees promise they will stop this process and won't expose Musk. On the other hand, another giant lawsuit against Elon Musk from other ex-Twitter employees is finally over, and the judge made a decision. In this case, Musk was accused of wrong firing employees, and it was a very complicated lawsuit, and the judge's final decision is also very interesting. And the response from Musk was very harsh, including exposing unexpected things that a few ex-Twitter employees did. For example, trying to create an inner ambush, berate the company, and make other employees leave their positions in order to collapse the company. Twitter found itself in a boiling point of controversy this November following the dismissal of almost 3,700 employees as part of their cost-saving mission. To add insult to injury, many more decided to resign due to these austerity plans. A few weeks ago, Musk's $44 billion takeover of the company was met with legal actions from dozens of former employees who reported various violations, such as targeting women for layoffs and not providing required severance packages. Shannon Liss Riordan declared that she had already submitted 300 requests to arbitrate on behalf of her previous Twitter employees. Also, she estimated that hundreds more appeals will be presented in the near future. Twitter is currently facing a minimum of 3 grievances filed with the US Labor Board, alleging that workers were dismissed for berating the firm, attempting to organize an ambush, and taking part in other activities secured by federal employment laws. Despite several attempts to contact the company for a statement, there was no response. Last year, San Francisco Judge Donato declared that Twitter was obliged to notify the thousands of employees who had been laid off after its acquisition by Elon Musk. This legal action came in response to a class action lawsuit alleging the company hadn't given adequate notice prior to terminating its personnel. He demanded that prior to having employees sign off on severance agreements limiting their right to sue, Twitter must provide them with concise and easily understood notifications. Furthermore, a law firm representing numerous former UK Twitter employees is indicting the company for its unlawful, unfair, and completely unacceptable treatment actions following recent mass layoffs which were labelled as a sham redundancy process. Law firm Wickworth Sherwood has accused Twitter of failing to abide by UK laws for its termination procedures, pointing out that the company had cut off terminated employees' access to internal systems without executing proper warning and consultation. Furthermore, they noted that information on how these decisions were made has been withheld from view. The letter stipulates that a whopping 43 UK staffers are ready to initiate proceedings at an employment tribunal should the company fail to heed their requests and enter into negotiations regarding layoffs. The tribunal system in the UK is designed for employees who wish to take legal action against their employers. Moreover, last Saturday, Twitter employees across the USA were presented their severance packages and became concerned with its contents. The offers promised 1 month's pay in exchange for various conditions, such as a non-disparagement agreement and renouncing all rights to take legal action against Twitter. This was reported by Lisa Bloom, an attorney who is currently representing multiple ex-Twitter personnel affected by the redundancies. Now, the ex-Twitter employees must decide whether to take the money or join the many others who have already initiated arbitration claims and lawsuits against Twitter. The severance agreement would require that those employees who choose to sign it agree not only to refrain from testifying against Twitter in any legal actions brought by third parties, but also pledge their cooperation with the company should they be called upon as a witness on its behalf. This includes providing truthful information when necessary for defending Twitter's interests. A potent number of staff members, including the designer who was released in early November, have been stuck in a suspended state of inactive employment since then, still part of the firm and receiving salaries for it, yet with no task to finish or access to internal software. Many were taken aback upon realizing that their separation agreement was unknowingly sent to them in their spam folders from an unfamiliar sender, twitterseparation@cptgroup.com, an email originating from the Ivan-based CPT Group specializing in providing class action settlement administrator services. However, the former engineering manager declared, that a few other dismissed Twitter staff managed to authenticate with what was left of the HR department at Twitter that these emails were true. Public posts and attorneys for ex-employees alike have spoken out about the offer, expressing their discontentment with the terms. They believe it does not measure up to what was formerly assured to those laid off by the company. However, in a tweet defending the layoffs, Musk stated that departing employees had been granted 50% more severance than legally obliged, thus providing them with 3 months of pay. Elon Musk had highlighted the reality of Twitter's dire financial situation in a tweet, stating that regarding Twitter's reduction in force, unfortunately there is no choice when the company is losing over $4 million a day. Moreover, 5 former Twitter employees brought a class action lawsuit against the company for not providing sufficient notice prior to their layoff, with thousands of other stakeholders, following Elon Musk's acquisition of Twitter last year. Reportedly, Twitter employees who were terminated without notice and seek to take legal action against the company have been told they will not be able to file a class action lawsuit. Judge James Donato of the US District Court agreed to Twitter's petition to prevent the 5 former employees from continuing their claims on a collective basis. This ruling was based off of the agreements that those ex-employees had signed when they initially joined Twitter. On Friday, the court ruled in favor of a social media company who is being accused of gender discrimination and disability bias. This ruling mandated that 5 former employees settle their matter independently instead of collectively. That's it for today. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.